Is there a generic way on how a person can become centered when they're dealing with a stressful situation at work?
So I'm just going to be honest that toxic work environments are the worst, the worst. Um, and that really, and the level of interaction is what can make it even worse. So like if you're, what I mean by that, and I'll explain, if upper administration is terrible, right? But you don't see them every day. But you know that they're the ones who either dish down all the things that need to take place or ignore the fact of all the things that are actually going on that cause chaos or disorganization, or just don't take into account how the employees feel. You don't really see them. So you can probably vent to your colleague if you go out for lunch, or you vent to perhaps a boss who you have a really good relationship with. And it may not harm you as much because it's a step away from you. However, when you have the boss who's toxic, or the colleague who thinks that they're the boss who's toxic, and it's right around you, that can be very, very challenging to try to find your center and balance because they're right next to you. It's the person who's right above you, who's putting on the expectations and saying, these are the demands and the requests, and here are the deadlines, and there's no changing anything. Right. So in those cases, it's really trying to think about, what is it that you gain from your role? What is it that you need to gain before you can move on somewhere else? Right. And one, are you in a place or a space where you can actually talk to HR? Because I can assume you are. You may go to HR and it may be to your detriment, or you may go to HR and it may be very helpful. So it's really trying to assess your situation. What are you involved in? And then think about your own accountability in some parts of this, right? What did I add to this? How did I get myself here? Did I have any parts of this? Did I listen to gossip that maybe I should have just walked away from? Did I say some things that I probably, now that I look back at it, I could say I probably shouldn't have said that? Think about the things that, you are in control of, and how you can change those things and those interactions. And then you look at the situation as a whole. What are other people bringing to this? What am I bringing to this? And what can I be responsible for changing? You can't change other people, unfortunately. But if your plan is to leave the organization, then you need to think about, what do I need to do? What do I need to gain while I'm here, put in my toolbox so I can take with me? Now, about you trying to relax, relate, and release, that's going to be when you go home, and that's your lunchtime. You have to find your zen at lunch and stop saying, I don't take lunch. Yes, you do. You don't get paid for it. Go outside. Right. Go outside. Go get you some food. And it took me a long time to go to lunch. Coming from... Mm-hmm.